All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. We are on our fourth day of our devotion. Love, love, love. And I don't think I asked anyone. Natalie, you want to read it for us?
I sure can.
Since
Is
you
my
have
cat
such
plays
a
with the
cool shirt on and it's fashionista.
Yeah. All right. So live in love. By this, all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. John 13:35. Would you like to ask God to give you his heart? Do great things, accomplish mighty feats for him, announce the gospel to all of creation, and make disciples of all nations. But don't forget to live in love. If you are living in love, what God has sown in your life will produce fruits that will surpass your understanding. I invite you to pray with me. Lord, in all my doing, let me not forget to live in love. As your word says, I am bankrupt without it. 1 Corinthians 13. Please give me your heart today. In your name, amen. Thanks for existing. And that was written by Eric Soler. And I'm going to have to go kick a cat out of a cabinet. One of the verses, John 13:31 through 35. So when he had gone out, Jesus said, Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and glorify him immediately. Little children, I shall be with you a little while longer. You will seek me, and as I said to the Jews, where I am going, you cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. And then 1 Corinthians 13:1 through 13. Do you want me to read the whole thing?
No, you don't have to read the whole thing.
Okay. And yep, those were the two passages that they referenced. So
Awesome. Um, this devotion works perfectly with what we are going to share tonight about loving the unlovable. Um, Anybody have anything they would like to say about what we read today? Anyone? All right, well, we'll talk a little bit more about this in a little while, but I would love to know what you guys got from the weekend. I know Renee wasn't there, but Natalie and Spring, what was your takeaway from Superstar Saturday?
moving through the house, getting back to my notebook.
That's okay.
Um,
I didn't give
I
you warning. I meant to, and I forgot.
Well, it's should be just expected because we were there, and that's what you do every time.
I don't want to ever expect anything, but I do usually do this, so.
No, I had my husband had moved one of the random bins we had in our kitchen, and so one of my cats had decided he wanted to get in the cabinet. And so
Um,
during the devotion, he was slamming the cabinet door trying to get it. It's like, no, we're not doing this
oh,
tonight.
the cats are ornery.
I have to get more baby locks because this old thing has taught the two young things to open cabinet doors. So
That's hilarious.
this is my life. Okay. So at Superstar Saturday, they did not have a guest speaker. All of the attending directors were our speakers, and I thought that was phenomenal. Because it's awesome to see how your director works. But it's also really cool to see everyone else's techniques and systems, because they're all a little different, and you might find something that actually works better for you than what Jen might do. So,
Absolutely. That's why I love it.
and coming from, Stephanie's unit into your unit, like you both do things just a little differently. And so there's things that I learned from Stephanie, and there's things that I like that I learned from you. So, it's really neat to um, kind of pick up on that. And still trying to get in the cabinet. Um, so I really liked he's trying real hard. Really liked the um, there were a couple different hostess rewards that were brought up, and I've tried different things and I just need to really pick one and stick with it. One of them was offering $100 off if you get three friends. So technically it would be $25 per person. And I thought that would be an easy one. So like, oh yeah, I have three people coming and then they have like one or two back out and it's like, oh, well, we're just going to deduct a little bit. You'll still get free product, just not quite as much. Or if they bring more people, you can always add, and kind of build up from
Yeah,
that.
it's simple.
Um, and then are you going to talk about skincare trial?
I can. I'm most excited about that.
Because I want all the information, like all the stuff for that at some
Yeah.
point. The other was free mascara for a year with three guests. Um, and I mean, I've done the mascara club before, and I only had one person ever take me up on it, where it was like $50 for four mascaras. And I was terrible about reminders. I need to set reminders for myself a lot. Um, but yeah, those were things that I had starred in my notes. Spring, what you got?
Um, you were right when you said something about different directors doing things differently. And I would like to think that I got my feet wet with Stephanie and now it's gung ho with Jen, because the way that, the way it was presented to me, the business side of it. But you know who impressed me, and she always impressed me every time around, young lady, Brandy Parsnell, is that how you say her name? That girl had a party right after, and then when we were walking through after lunch, she had another party in the lobby. And I thought, oh my gosh, that girl she's on fire, just impressed me because she's not wasting her travels down here. You know what I mean? She's getting more bang for her buck. She's filling her cup and she's working her business. So it's a work trip, but it's also having fun too.
Yeah, she said she got lots of referrals too. People were wondering what she was doing.
Yeah, I walked through the mall in my beauty coat and got quite a bit of, looks, and then I went into Bath and Body Works looking for some hand sanitizer that I like, and you know, yeah, I got, so it's, I don't know. When what I think Friday they were talking about your appearance and, just maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know. Somewhere around
Yeah.
just how you look and
I'm
how
not sure
you,
what that was, but yes, I know.
yeah, somewhere that came through. But that spec spoke resonance to me because, my job at the vet clinic, my thought was, oh, my patients don't care the way I look because I give amazing, loving service, but and then you never think, oh, it just takes 7 seconds. Someone, that opinion of you doesn't matter if they meet you tomorrow and you're all glammed up, they still have that first, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
first opinion. And that spoke high to me because it's like, yeah, we gotta put our game on. We gotta put it, and do you want to take this as a hobby or a business? That's the thought, you know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a big difference in that. So no,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So was that your takeaway from the weekend?
Um,
Yes.
yes, and we need to go do it. The statistics that she gave us about how many people are in the workforce or whatever you call us,
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. It worries me because, gosh, I hope our business isn't, But then if you think about the way people are and they want instant gratification and they don't want to work for it, And my boss was saying that to me today. He's like, well, Spring, people get in it and they think, boom, 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 I'm going to get money right now. And they don't realize that it takes steps and it takes work and it takes, you know, so I think the biggest thing in my business is the growth of myself, you know, just I'm impressed with myself. You ever
Hey,
think,
me too.
girl,
If
you're
you,
getting it?
if you knew me 29 years ago, you'd think the same thing about me. Trust me. Yeah. Renee, I was talking about my skin when I came into Mary Kay 29 years ago. I said, ask Renee Miller. She'll tell you my skin looks better now than it did then. Yeah. That's why I'm so passionate about the skincare, you know? I am. Well, great. Yeah, I took away, I mean, I had heard this before, but just revisiting it was the skincare trials. And let me share that with you, and you can um I can text it to you if you want it, or you can screenshot that. Can you see that? The script? Okay. So so basically, Renee, what Chris was telling us was that Susan McCoy shared at the fall retreat that she was sending out the um, go set of the miracle set or the repair set. And it's a free 5-day trial, basically. And she was sharing with us that she starts with her customers, and anyone that's not on skincare, she's sending the script to them. And then she goes to Facebook, and she has sent out, I think she said 400 messages maybe, and she sent 65 sets out. And even one of her consultants, I think she sent out 40, and she sold 20 skincare sets. She sold like $2,000 worth of skincare. So her consultant actually had better success than she did, but even with just a few amount of people. So I loved this idea. And she did say, it is an investment, and you have to kind of invest in it at first, but then it does come back around and you make your money back. So there's our samples better, or is the go set better? And she said sending 5 days of samples was about the same amount of cost. The go set counts towards your wholesale amount or your retail amount. And it is a little bit cheaper to mail it yourself than mail through CVS. So she actually packages it and mails it out to her people. So this is what she says. Hi, Bridget. I'm working on a Mary Kay project and wondered if you'd be willing to participate. Mary Kay is hosting a skincare trial, and they have asked that I have my customers or acquaintances to participate. It's a 5-day trial. You use the skincare products I send exclusively for 5 days. At the end, you fill out a questionnaire. Absolutely no obligation to purchase. It isn't a party or a virtual event. I basically just send you a 5-day supply of our skincare, and then you'll fill out a questionnaire. Mary Kay is doing some research on our current skincare lines and have asked directors to have 100 of our customers and acquaintances participate in the skincare trial. Would you consider being one of my trial participants? When she says yes, text below along with the picture of the 3 skincare sets. Thank you for participating in the skincare trial. Mary Kay is collecting opinions about our current skincare systems to eventually revamp them. Your opinion is really, really important. First things first, which skincare system would you like to use? If you have sensitive skin, you will probably want to choose the Mary Kay skincare line. It does have formulas for both normal to dry or combination to oily formulas. The Time Wise Miracle Set has formulas for both normal to dry or combination to oily, and the Repair Set line is the most powerful anti-aging skincare. So then she sends this picture, skincare field trial, pick your skincare set. Number 1 is the Body Firm Repair Set, and then the Miracle Set, and then the Mary Kay skincare. I'm about to sneeze. I thought I was going to sneeze again. Okay, so this is what she sends. And like I said earlier, she started with her own customers who aren't on skincare, which is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with my skincare are my current customers that aren't on skincare. And then what I love about this is, you can message, say, 10 people, and you can start with 10 people. And then in 2 weeks, you can do another 10 people. And then in 2 weeks, you can do another 10 people. So it doesn't have to be like Chris, where you do, 400 people, but her consultant did 40 and sold 20 skincare sets. I mean, that's huge because she built up her skincare customer base, which I think is so valuable. And she did say, and I would get the questionnaire for you. If you're going to do this, let me know. I'll forward this to you. We can kind of do it together. And I can get the questionnaire as well. But what she did say is she did have some people, not very many, I think like maybe 10 out of 65, who she sent the skincare set to them and then they didn't respond with the form. And so she I think she told them she only got reimbursed for the skincare sets, or for the questionnaires. And they felt like half of them filled it out. So there's a workaround to kind of get them to participate. But I think that's why starting with your own current customers is key, because they know you, you know them, and they're going to have a connection with you. So I think that's huge, first of all. So, anybody have any questions on that? Okay. I'm going to order some of those Go sets this week because I have to place my order for the month, or for the rest of the month. And so I'm going to order some of each and send out a few messages, because I feel like this is something I could do in my travels, when I'm home. I can follow up with people on the road. It's something I can totally make work in my situation. So I'm really excited about it. We'll see. I'm going to try to track it, so we'll see how it goes. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll share all the information with you. Okay. Did y'all get your lookbook yet? Okay, great. Have you taken your picture with it yet? Sent it to your customers? Have you followed up with your customers? Okay, I haven't either. I did take my picture with it, and I took a picture of the page with the sample. So I took my picture with it, and then I took a picture of the sample. Like, check out this page, be sure to see the sample. And I haven't posted it yet, but I am going to. And I'm going to message my customers as a follow-up. So that should be on your agenda for the next week, if you sent this to your customers to follow up. Okay. Have you tried the mask yet? Anybody tried the mask yet?
I literally just put like my extra catalogs in my office and took the samples out there and ripped one off so that I would use it this week.
Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what you think of it. I'm honestly really scared to use it because you guys know, like, my skin is oily. So if you're dry, I would value your opinion, because now I remember when I was scared to use the renewing gel mask, and Steph Brotherton actually talked me into using it, because she said it's not oily at all. You don't feel oily. But we're getting into warmer season, so I'm not as dry as I am in the winter time because it's been warmer. And so I am definitely like, I don't really want to try it, but maybe I will sometime.
We'll do it before it warms up too much.
Yeah, it's warming up tomorrow. I should
I
have done
know.
it this weekend. I'm just afraid I'm going to break out. That's my problem.
Well, you can always just do it on like one spot and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I actually have
On my
been
neck, actually.
I've been using the little pink pot. of the super hydrating lotion, whatever it is.
It's moisture cream.
Yeah, that one. I've been using it up around my eyes because my eyes are getting, I don't know if it's eczema or what it is, but like dry patches. And I'll put it on like a mask and then rub it in after it sits for a
Interesting.
minute.
Well, I can't wait to see what this mask feels
But
like.
yeah,
Awesome.
I'm
Okay.
super oily too. We'll learn together.
Right. Okay, well, let me know how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this Thursday is spa suites, regular spa suites. So not bingo, but regular spa suites. So 7:30, be sure to invite your customers and your guests. We will have a skincare suite and we will have a glamour suite. So one suite will be the new mask and the hydrating or the after sun replenishing gel. I don't know what else they'll do, but for sure the two new products. And then they're also going to do the bronzing powder and the new glosses. So the new glamour products will be in the other suite. So this will be a great time for your customers to see the new products. So you definitely want to invite them to that. And then next month, let's see, Spa Suites is going to be on the 19th, March 19th. So mark your calendar for that. And Star Party at my house on March 24th. So when you're a Star consultant, you get to come to the house and we're going to watch Miranda Reigns together and have some goodies. The other thing I wanted to tell you about next month is the Bra Gala is in Carthage on March 7th. Well, I just found out, you guys will crack up at this. Okay, so Renee, did you go to the Bra Gala with Cheryl and I? Were you there? Okay. So basically what they do is you decorate, I'll show you my bra. Hold on. Mine is kind of falling apart, but this was the bra I made. Okay. And what they do is they auction them off, and the money goes to the Mary Kay Foundation. So this was maybe 3 years ago. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And Cheryl and I went, I think she made a bra, maybe, and I made a bra, and they auctioned them off. Okay. Well, then afterwards, the people didn't want them, so they gave them back to us, which was fine. And then I actually gave them back to her the next year to auction them off again. So that was kind of fun. But she had asked me to donate something. And I said, what do you need? And she said, I need a men's package. And I was like, okay, I probably can help you with that. So I went to Kirk and I said, hey, can we donate a men's package for I didn't say package because that would make it weird, but I said, can we donate a men's basket for a giveaway for the Bra Gala? And he was like, yeah, sure. So a couple of days later, I was like, hey, I need to take that with me on Saturday. Can you put something together for that? And he was like, yeah, I was thinking about decorating my underwear and donating that. He was like, if you guys can decorate bras, I can decorate my underwear. And I was like, not sure that's a good idea, but okay. So he donated some fishing rods and some glasses and stuff like that. So what I'm getting at is that the auction is going to be online. So even if you can't attend, I'm going to post. I'll probably also text it out maybe to our unit because it's next week, and let them know that any of the proceeds goes to the Mary Kay Foundation. So if you want to make a straight donation to the Mary Kay Foundation, you can, and it'll go towards our group. We have a team, a Southwest Missouri team. So even if you donated $10 or $50 or whatever, that's going to go towards our team. And last year we were in the top 25. So we want to stay, I think top 25, top 20 or 25. So I'll get that information to you. If you actually want to go, let me know. I'll send you that information as well. Oh, okay. I have a video to show you. This is kind of fun. This is a friend of mine who found a workaround. Remember, can y'all see my screen? Okay. Okay. Remember when we were talking about how we could not see guest checkout and who actually orders and guest checkout? She found a workaround to be able, if you have a guest checkout, to find out who it was so you know if it's a current customer or not. So watch this.
Okay, friends, I just made a little discovery that I had to share with you. Here is how you can see the name associated with your guest checkout orders. I just found this and I'm hoping they don't take it away. So go over here on to my customers, go to order list, and then go to this little part here to organize them. Go to order source, change it to online, see results. Okay, so here's all the website orders, all the way back before the switch over. So here's a guest customer one right here, okay, that I just had the other day. So go over here and I can click on view details and it's going to pull up the info, right? And so there's her order. See, the shipping address is all marked out. It does not show me her information, but if I go right here to view CDS order status, there is her name. Hallelujah. So there's the name of the customer. And then it shows the city, state. So now I can figure out who these guest checkout orders are. Most of the time, I think it is an established customer that just maybe doesn't see the box that they need to check to be able to have you see their information. And so now what I'll do is contact this customer. I will also go in and under her customer profile, add this new order under her customer profile so that I have these products in her order history. So there is your hot tip of the day. I tried it with every guest checkout order that I had and the name was there and it worked. So it's just a little tricky the way you have to do it, but there you go, friends.
How about that? So a workaround. I think you definitely need to check those guest checkouts because I agree. I think they're probably current customers that just don't know to check that box.
So mine was not. Mine was a totally new person.
Oh, okay, awesome.
That so it said guest checkout in the initial, like, you've received a website order.
Yeah.
And then I received an email with the shipping confirmation that it was sent out like 2 days later. And there it had the name and the address. And so I used that to actually send a thank you card.
Okay.
And have not heard back from them. It's like I'm kind of tempted to throw them on my PCP.
Right. So they get a
Just
look.
get them a catalog, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I don't understand why someone wouldn't want, I guess maybe they just don't want you to contact them, but anyway.
Yeah, in the card, it's like, I'd love to add you to my regular catalog mailing if with your, permission. I didn't want to, throw them on there, but it's like, well, maybe I should.
Yeah. Interesting. Anybody else have any guest checkout orders that they've done? Okay. Well, we have just a few days left of February. It is Monday, and February ends on Saturday. I can't believe it. Feels like such a short month. And then I am planning for March. So, what I would like to know before I finish up our evening, what do you feel like you need for your business? What can I do to support you? Is there something specific that you feel like you need for your customers, for yourself, for whatever your goals are, whatever you want from your business? Is there something specific that you feel like you need?
I know I just need to learn how to put blinders on and to sit my butt down and actually do work and get my office organized so I can actually work in my office. Because I think my time would be more focused if I would be able to be in there and away from all the other distractions that are around my house.
What, cats opening up cabinets?
Oh my gosh.
Distract.
Instead, they'll be sitting in my office door just staring in at me. Yeah, no, because right now I'm only working 2 days a week at the doormat shop, and
Okay.
it's like I need to actually work my Mary Kay because I do love my Mary Kay, and
I'm glad you love your Mary Kay.
I need to reunite with some of my customers, which is one thing I did on Saturday. She got her catalog and she called me and just like,
Good.
hey, I've been a terrible
Yeah.
consultant, but I
Right now
want
is perfect with the PCP going out and the skincare trial option. I think both of those are great reasons to reach out to your customers.
yeah, I think that's why I liked the skincare trial, because I do have quite a few customers that are only makeup,
Yeah.
and it just yeah.
Great. Great. We'll do it together. Anyone else? Spring's rocking it.
I just need to learn how to quiet the noise. Is that, the
That's a thing.
distractions?
Oh yeah.
I even thought about going to the library or somewhere quiet.
Mhm. It's a great idea.
I'm not good with the busy work, the paperwork, you know, I'm starting to get organized to, like your thank you notes and your orders that went out. And
Right.
so,
Well, when we don't have a guest, and then on Thursday night, you're going to the studio, right? Yeah.
yes, on Thursdays.
Yeah.
I go every Thursday.
Okay. Except when we have a guest event, right?
You mean like spa suites?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then I get, where you been? What are you doing? And I wanted to try to
Well,
multitask,
what
but I
time
don't
do
think
they
that's,
start?
well, it's like 6 to 7 is training, or I'm sorry, 7 to 8 is training.
Oh, okay.
And 6 to 7 is, you can have facials or whatever.
Say you could go from 6 to 7, do booking calls and have
Booking blitz is what I
facials.
usually do.
Yeah.
That's
And
why I've increased on seeing people.
good. Yeah. That's awesome.
So that helps.
Yeah.
Natalie, you should show up.
Renee, you want to say anything?
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm just working on my taxes and mom and dad's taxes, and then yeah, yeah.
Are you getting any customer orders or anyone following up on the lookbook or anything?
No, well, I had one customer, I didn't even get a lookbook until you sent me one. I don't know where my lookbooks, I always order 2 of them under my name, so I get them and I never got them. So if I didn't have the lookbook from you, I wouldn't have gotten the lookbook.
Is that because you had your new address, maybe?
No, no, I did the new address 2 months ago or 3 months ago. So
Interesting.
I changed it on the website and everything. So, I
Hmm.
mean, on my information, all of
Yeah.
that stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got mine.
Yeah, I am too. I was thankful because a customer called and said, "Hey, I have a question about page 21." And I'm going, "Okay, I don't even know what page 21." It's like, "Oh, let me check on that for you and I'll get back with you." I was like, and then the mail, my book came, so that
Great.
helped. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that's what she was talking about on page 21."
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but
you could probably do an open house because everybody's going to see your new house.
yeah, I know. I was going to do one in December, and then I was going to do one in January, and going to do one in February. And
Yeah.
so anyway,
Well, March works too.
yep.
All Awesome. Okay. Well, tonight our subject is loving the unlovable. And our verse of the month is 1 John 4:19. We love because he first loved us. And so our points to remember is number one, remember who loved you first. God loved us at our worst. He didn't wait for us to be easy. We love difficult people from the same grace we received. We're not loving because they deserve it. We're loving because he first loved us. Number two, understand before you react. And I actually said this yesterday. I say it a lot, that hurting people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Insecurity shows up as control, criticism, and jealousy. Ask, what might they be carrying? Compassion diffuses offense. So when you feel like you're offended because of something they've said, or you feel hurt by it, think about, why would they have said that? What are they hurting from? Number three, love doesn't mean tolerating toxicity. Love can be kind and boundaried. You can forgive without giving access. And Jesus loved everyone, but didn't entrust himself to everyone. Grace plus wisdom. Number four, respond, don't react. Pause before speaking. Choose calm over cutting. Pray before you reply. Self-control is strength and a fruit of the Spirit, I might add. And the Mary Kay tie-in, there will be challenging customers, there will be sensitive team members, and there will be misunderstandings. Strong leaders don't escalate, they elevate. Your maturity grows your influence. And that's what you were talking about earlier, Spring, was our personal growth. It comes from those kind of lessons that we learn along the way. And then the journaling prompts that we've been talking about. Is there someone in my life right now who feels difficult for me to love, and why? What emotions come up in me when I think about that person? Have I made assumptions about their heart or intentions? Is there a wound, insecurity, or pressure they may be carrying? What would it look like to respond with grace instead of reaction? Do I need clearer boundaries or a softer heart? And what would loving them from God's overflow, not my feelings, look like this week? And I have to say, it's very interesting that I was teaching on this week, because I don't know if you guys remember, but a year ago is when Kirk's assistant resigned, and we began a very heart-wrenching journey. And so last week before the banquet, well, 2 weeks ago, I guess, I had a lot of trauma triggers. I had a lot of emotion. I had a lot of heartache, and I had a lot of fear in me. We were powering through, and we were working through it. And the night before the banquet, we had someone reach out to us to get 2 tickets for her. And honestly, I was angry. I was mad, and I didn't understand. But God really carried us through it, and it was fine. And I mean, just the whole night was God breathed. It was absolutely fantastic. And we had, people come to know Christ because of it. The word of God was shared. We raised funds. We glorified him. We blessed people. And so at the end of the day, I felt like God really wanted me to be distracted by those traumas that I had experienced the year before. And I just kept clinging to him. Now, I did have a really bad day Thursday last week, and it was just like it all just like came to a head. Like all my emotions, my tiredness, my exhaustion. And you know what? It's okay. I had a bad day. I cried. I was exhausted. I just was mentally and physically done. I was drained. And so it was interesting because I was supposed to meet with Spring, which I really wanted to do. And I was supposed to go to an appointment with my mom and dad. That got canceled. And my facials on Thursday night got canceled. It was like everything I was supposed to do, like it just like the whole day opened up so that I could just grieve. And it wasn't that I didn't want to do those things, but it was like God knew where I was at. And I needed that day to grieve, and I needed that day to reset and to rest. And it was really necessary. And so I think sometimes when you've been hurt by people, like we feel guilty that we're not like all happy and loving, you know? And I mean, it's just, I mean, we're human, right? And so those emotions are definitely going to come up, but how we handle them is important. And so it was good to see all that God brought me through. And then what a weekend, right? I got to see my favorite people and be together with them. And my husband just showered me with love, and it was a very special weekend. And so I was ready to receive that because I had mourned all that I had gone through. So just to say that it made me stronger. Like I feel like my trust grew in the Lord, and a part of me was like, because God was faithful, I was able to like let go of the other things, if that makes sense. And so it's been a very interesting couple of weeks for me, let's just say that, because of what I experienced a year ago. And so your body knows, it like just triggers, like there's just those trauma triggers, which I learned from our counselor about 8 months ago, that there's going to be things, even just the mention of a name or picking up a pen, or like it could be anything. It could be anything that could cause a trigger for you. And so it's important to recognize and then step back and bathe it in prayer and journal about it. And even talk to a trusted friend about it is okay too. But it is important that you recognize it so that you can deal with it, because it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So, anybody have anything they want to add to that? We are called to love others, and some people are very hard to love. even though God calls us to do that. So I understand. If you're ever in that situation, feel free to call me. I will walk through it with you for sure. And you guys are easy to love because you love well. You do. I had a great time at lunch and weekend. I mean, I felt really special. I needed it after this last couple of weeks. Like, I needed that boost of love and confidence, It was really special. So thanks for hanging with me through the last couple of weeks. Not that it was anything major, but I definitely was feeling the weight of it all. I don't know if you could feel that from me, but I didn't even realize I felt that until Thursday, when it just like exploded, like, oh wow, I've been holding on to a lot here. And I didn't realize that till then. So, all right, well, everybody smile. All right. Dear Lord, thank you so much for these amazing women that I get to do life with. They always make me feel special and important. And I hope in return that I can lift them up and encourage them and make them feel important and special and valuable and worthy. They are worthy, Lord. And thank you for the lessons you give us through unlovable people. They're not easy lessons, and they're definitely lessons that we have to learn in order to love people through grace like you loved us. And so I pray that this week that we can have more grace and more love for those people that need it most. And may our love show who you are to them. So Lord Jesus, I just pray that in all that we do, we'll honor and serve you. And I pray this in your name. Amen. All right, code word, love the unlovable. All right, love you guys. Thanks for being on. Have a great week.